One of the best ways to track student success is by using this Google Sheet. We've seen a lot of students in the middle school level being able to accomplish more tasks by having an accountability piece. Plus, it kind of saves the teacher sanity time. So, up at the top, you're able to change this to activities. If you're using the grid method, which is another post on the website that you could view, um, you could use the 1A activities too, or you could just write the different things that you would need to write. So for example, if you're doing a Quizlet, you could write Quizlet here. If you have your students looking at VR, this would be VR. And then students could come in and show you as they're working. So you're going to type every single student's name here. I highly suggest you type the student's name because the students can do this, but it does get a little bit messy and then they get confused about where they need to type their name. So I highly suggest that you would go ahead in and type every single student's name from your classes. And that's kind of what this unconference time is for. Also, make a copy. So you're going to first want to duplicate this, and you're going to call it class 1, or whatever your class names are. Once you're due, you're going to change these to different student names. Okay. Once you add your entire class, this is kind of how the grid works. Students can see that they're working on different tasks. As they finish a task, they're going to change it to finish, and they're going to move on to the next task and do working. Now you might have students that can pick whatever task they want to work on. So let's say this student finished task 1 and they are going to start on this task. You can then see visually where your students are at. And you might even have some students that might just skip the complete first level of the activity because they've mastered it. And they're going to start working on those higher level extension type of activities. So they might start here. This can be used in any way that you feel that you might need in your classroom. And if you need additional help with brainstorming or coming up with ideas, let me know. Over here is a status check. So you can have the students show if they need help, or they might be at a check me stage. Some of the activities I like to add teacher check-ins. Before every block line, I like to have a teacher check-in before the students move to the next level. This allows me to meet with every single student individually. Once the students get the check, they go back to being I'm good, and they've also are able to go back if they need help to show that. And then you're able to help the students that need that help and provide immediate feedback to them. Over here, we realized during an ALICE drill that it's kind of nice to know where students are at. So as students ask to use the restroom, their colors change to let you know that they're out of the classroom. And you can see that when the students are out and where they are. Once they come back in, they're going to change it to classroom, and it's going to change back to green. If you have any questions, please let me know. Again, this can be used in multiple different ways, and it can be fit for any classroom pretty much. A lot of teachers will project this on the board so students can watch their progress. Also, it's really nice because if students are working on an activity in 2, and this is a collaborative activity, they can only work with students who are also in the level 2 area. So they can only work with these 2 students. They can't go back down to level 1 and work with the other students because they're not there yet. If you have any questions, let me know.